Hey everybody, how are you? It's been a long time since I've done a video on here, and so I am Marty Kaufman, founder and creator of Sprinkle You Are Blessings. And I love to do all things, simply put. But today, if you are watching this later or whatever, but we are in this unbelievable time of quarantine, pandemic in the United States, well, all over right now. And I have found myself, I love doing planners, happy planners to say it best. But during this time of the pandemic, I have been involved with not only working at home, but listening to a 20-day challenge that's been like an hour and a half long every day of amazing speakers, and been taking notes. And so if you're like me, you have an issue with planner addiction and things. Had all these before the pandemic. Haven't bought anything since. Haven't been to a Michael's in 6 weeks and going through withdrawals. So I had some stacks of paper and on disc, and I was like, this is silly. I'm going through and just writing here and writing there, and it simply was like just loose paper on these really pretty rainbow pastel discs. But when I would start like a new section, I would flip it open and find like another section of paper to kind of separate. I didn't have any way of separating them out. So that's what I wanted to share with you, what I did. So I completely revamped a whole bunch of different books and stuff. So I got out my pink metal disc, and because a lot of this is about dreams and goals. And so I had this Go After Your Dreams cover. Well, I think it was, I'm not even sure what book it was, because 90% of the time I take things apart and put them back together. So I don't know about y'all, but okay, I loved the dividers in this. This one in the dreams, because I wanted to really focus on this being my dreams, my goals, things that I'm really working toward. And this one is, it's not about having time, it's about making time. And I don't know about y'all, but during this quarantine time, I've heard people say, I've got so much time on my hands. Well, the same 24 hours you had today is the same 24 hours you had 7 weeks ago before this all started. So saying that, it's how we manage our time. And I will give some tips along the way on those things as well. So here's another divider. Focus on what matters. So during this quarantine time, are you focusing on what matters? Your family, your relationship with God, just relationships, connections, just because you're not seeing people at church, are you sending them messages? Are you talking to them? Just because you can't see them face to face, maybe, or you're 6 feet away, you can at least send them a message. Here's another one. Great things can happen when you have the courage to be yourself. So those are 4 dividers in here. I am using the Homebody Planner, and when the Homebody Planner came out, had like these, had some really pretty extension papers, note paper, and like this one says, don't call it a dream, call it a plan. And there's, what's the other ones? Some of those just said big ideas. Don't just be busy, be productive. So how many of us tend to be not productive and just stay busy? And because we want to procrastinate and not do what needs to be done. So what I did, I had all these, and I'm going to show you what I did. I had like all this paper without dividers in it, just in rings, and they were loose, no cover. So I went back through and I was like, okay, let's separate this out, because it had actually been kind of driving me nuts. So when the quarantine started, I started making a list of like, what do I need to do in our yard? What do I need to do in the house? What do I need to do personally? What do I need to do for my job? And so I started kind of making lists. And so that's what I did in one section. The next section is about this challenge that I was telling you about. And so some notes. And I haven't taken notes like I should have during this, but I still got like 6 days left, and so I'm going to do better. But there has been a printout of things, so I'm going to be writing some notes in those as well. Okay. Then I had some ideas of classes, of webinars, of series of lives that I want to do. And I'm offering one through our chamber that I work with, is just free social media classes of helping businesses understand how to interact on Facebook. And another one that just came to me today is I want to do something more about planning. Not necessarily making products, not necessarily, I don't know where it's going to go, but it's not so much about writing down and seeing how I decorate my planner. It's about understanding and giving you ideas how to use it, and just throwing out ideas on, okay, how do you just simply change out disc? I know there's some videos on those, but not always. So there's a lot of things that we can work on. So let me know if you've got any ideas or suggestions on what you're missing and stuff. So I hope this finds you blessed. And I call it Sprinkle Your Blessings because for a couple reasons. Because what I hope to share with you is a blessing. And I hope what I share with you, then you're blessed, that you can carry that on to somebody else and pass it on to somebody else throughout the day and help them have a blessed day. So take care, everybody. I'll see you next time right here at Sprinkle Your Blessings.